discipline's been something that Coach Saban's mentioned, has been mentioned before the season. I mean, what needs to happen for you guys to have better discipline, whether it be penalties or whether, mistakes and other things?
Well, I think it just starts in practice, making sure we're doing everything the right way out there, making sure that we're being disciplined in practice, and everybody's being bought in and all committed to, everything that we have going on here.
Yeah, Saban just mentioned the team might have been a little tight coming out of the locker room. Said that normally the team was chanting and stuff before the time the game. Weren't doing it this time. What do you remember about that moment? And do you feel like it was tight?
Yeah, most definitely. I think we probably just had a lot of anxiety. We didn't have the same intensity that we had a couple of weeks ago. We most definitely needed that to carry over to this game, but just the intensity was just not where it needed to be. Probably just like I said, probably just having a little anxiety for the game, big road game.
Charlie?
As a team leader, just how do you individually respond to try to get the rest of the guys to respond the right way?
Yeah, yesterday after stretch and stride, we put all those guys up, all the older guys that, were part of the stretch and stride. And, I basically just told them, like, hey, we just got to go back home to mama, go back home to technique, going back home to doing the right things the right way, and just having our standard, whether that's tucking in your shirt, being on time for meetings, everything, doing everything the right way, the way that Alabama's supposed to be ran and done.
Well, is there a little bit of maybe anger, frustration on defense after giving up, the most points in the Saban era of kind of getting back to what you want to get back to?
Yeah, most definitely it is. There's been a lot of elite defenses here, a lot of great guys that's built a lot of tradition here. And, there's most definitely is a lot of anger and frustration that, we lost something so precious to us that was really big to us. But I think it's going to be a good week for us to, to take the challenge on and, to continue to improve as a defense and get ready for Mississippi State.
Coach Saban just a few minutes ago said that an evaluation needs to happen about whether some guys with playing roles are doing their jobs well enough. So in your role as a leader, you see a couple second-team guys getting more first-team reps in practice. What do you do with them and for them?
I feel like the easiest thing to do is to help them and talk to them along the way. Tell them, like, there's no anxiety, no pressure, no nothing. We all out here. We got your back. Just do your job. Have fun doing your job. Don't think about nothing else. Don't try to, make any plays that you don't have to do. When the play comes to you, make that play. But just go out there and do your job and have fun.
In the back with Carrie.
Hi, Will. So this was an emotional loss, to say the least, and I'm curious, sometimes this is an opportunity for a team to get deflated or to turn it into some, kind of energy moving forward. How confident are you that the guys will be able to turn this around?
I'm very confident. After the game on Saturday, I heard a lot of guys say, we know this feeling. We know how to bounce back from them. And the point of emphasis that I made yesterday was, I told him, I said, I heard a lot of guys after the game saying, we know what this feels like. We know how to turn around this. And I said, but do we really know how to get through this? Do we know what it takes? And are we willing to be able to get over this hump? And I think today, workouts this morning, the guys had a lot of energy. They was enthusiastic. And, I think we're going in the right direction.
We'll stay in the middle here with Nick.
From a pass rushing perspective, Tennessee was kind of getting the ball out quick. Yeah. They're doing a lot. How frustrating is that when you guys have the talent?
Yeah, it's very frustrating. Like I said, when you have a lot of great guys up front, a lot of great athletes up front, teams are going to do anything, to make sure like the ball is out quick or protect different and things like that. But they did a really good job of that. And, during the time of the game, you can't get frustrated. You just have to keep playing, because if you get frustrated, then, it's going to throw your whole game off.
Go to Mason on the left.
You may have not had the chance to see any film yet from Mississippi State, but Will Rogers is leading the SEC in passing yards. Just what have you seen from him leading up to this point in terms of how he plays and compared to Hendon Hooker?
Yeah, he's a really good quarterback. He can throw the ball really well. They have a great offensive line. They have an air raid offense. So it's going to be a good challenge for us. I'm pretty sure that, the game plan is going to be good. We just have to be able to execute, and all of us have to be able to communicate and be on the same page.
Steven, stay on the left.
You talk about the anxiety, Will, but whether it's young players or older guys, how do you kind of combat that to make sure that everybody's good and at that level flow?
I think it starts with leadership. I think we have to do a better job of making sure that, our intensity is good and we don't have any anxiety, and, we're not wearing off on the other guys when they're looking at us. So I think we have to take it upon ourselves as leaders to do a better job of making sure that, we get ourselves going, but we also have to get the team going as well.
Anything else?
How big of a momentum swing was that interception that got wiped off? And then also, just when you have plays like that, how hard is it to kind of regroup from those?
Yeah, it was really big. We thought we had sealed it. We thought we were good, but they always say it's not how you get on the field; it's how you get off the field. And we just have to do a better job of getting off the field, and everybody have to do a better job of being locked in and paying attention and being able to communicate.